This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, Washington Common Council chambers discuss public hearings, 38th Annual WBDC Country Showdown, and WJTS Inform continues with Showdown winner Neil McCoy. All this and more coming up next on 18 WJTS News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the WJTS News. A series of meetings are set to be held on Monday at Common Council chambers in Washington. First, a public hearing will be held at 6:30 p.m. to discuss and ordinance to rezone certain real estate on the east side of Washington near East National Highway. Following that is another public hearing to discuss and additional appropriations. Immediately after two public hearings, the Common Council will meet for their meeting where they will discuss matters such as the final reading of Ordinance Number 11/2019, entitled An Ordinance to Rezone Certain Real Estate on the East Side of Washington near East National Highway. Final reading of Ordinance Number 12/2019, entitled An Ordinance for Additional Appropriation from Community Crossings Match Grant Fund. Introduction of Ordinance Number 13/2019, entitled An Ordinance Amending Section 3434 of the Washington Code of Ordinances, and introduction of Ordinance Number 14/2019, entitled An Ordinance Amending Compensation Ordinance Number 13/2018 of the City of Washington, Indiana. Other businesses is planned to be covered as well. The public hearing will begin at 6:30 p.m. at the Council Chambers in Washington at 200 Harnd Avenue. Each meeting will immediately follow the initial 6:30 public hearing. An Evansville man accused of beating another man unconscious now faces a murder charge following the victim's death. 33-year-old DeMarco Thomas was arrested on misdemeanor battery charge April 26 after Patrick Bryant was found unconscious and gasping for air in an Evansville apartment. The Evansville Courier and Press reports Bryant died last week after spending a month hospitalized in critical condition with serious head and face injuries. Bryant's death prompted Vanderburgh County prosecutors to file murder, aggravated battery, and other felony charges against Thomas. A judge entered a not guilty plea on May 29th on behalf of Thomas, whose next hearing in the case is set for August 12th. A message seeking comment was left Thursday for Thomas's public defender. The 38th Annual WBDC Country Showdown local competition concluded on June 7th, naming Neil McCoy of Bloomington, Indiana as the winner of the Showdown and the winner of the $1,000 cash prize. The area's longest-running country music talent search was held at the Jasper Arts Center. McCoy, a native of Jasper, says his greatest musical inspiration comes from his youth of listening to music legends such as Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, and Frank Sinatra. McCoy entered the Showdown on a whim, noting that his grandmother told him about the competition and entering just 3 days before the deadline. McCoy says that performing for the WBDC Country Showdown is an amazing feeling, and it has been one of the biggest stages he has performed on in a very long time.
It feels amazing. I came here to win. I told everybody that I was taking home this trophy tonight. I manifested that, and and I came out here and I earned my spot and I won, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm very, very thankful for all the support from my family and everybody.
You can find more about Neil McCoy by searching Neil McCoy Music on Facebook and Instagram. Neil McCoy's combination of musical talent, stage presence, charisma, and musicianship caught the attention of the judges, which helped him claim the top spot in the Showdown. Ava Shimp of Utica, Kentucky was first runner-up, and Evan Twitty of Vincennes, Indiana was second runner-up. This year's judges included Mark Stezik, Chelsea Hayes, and Nick Stevens. The 38th Annual WBDC Country Showdown was backed by house band Haywire, featuring Dusty Miller, Greg Eaton, Richie Chubb, Lee Heflin, and Craig Brown. The WBDC Country Showdown also featured Katie Gallquist of Crown Point, Indiana, Gus's Banjo Pickin' of Tazewell, Indiana, Robert Reitman of Celestine, Indiana, the Hagedorn Family Band of Bristow, Indiana, Tony Patrick of Cloverdale, Indiana, Chloe Leakin of Jasper, Indiana, Tommy Lee Jones of Linville, Indiana, the Regal Family Band of Muncie, Indiana, Rick Van Winkle of Newburgh, Indiana. Now it's in its 38th year, the WBDC Country Showdown finds the most promising country music talent in the area, giving these performers a chance to hone their skills and win great prizes. From the first winner's Crossfire in 1982 to this year's winner Neil McCoy, the WBDC Country Showdown has proved to be a must-see event for country music fans of all ages. The city of Huntingburg had an open house and dedication ceremony for their new street and safety building. The former location of the building was on a floodplain. Denny Spinner, the mayor of Huntingburg, says this location has caused many problems, so they decided to move locations. Spinner says they looked at many buildings trying to find the perfect one to fit their needs. Eventually, they found the right one. But the building did not fit all of their needs, so they had to fix a few things. Mayor Spinner says the location of the street department was originally part of their strategic investment plan and part of their stellar project back in 2014. With the help from a donation from the county, they were able to make it happen. The dedication ceremony and open house took place this afternoon. Stay tuned. Weather, sports, and inform are still to come on 18 WJTS News.